Hey guys, CJ here with I'm gonna try explaining how to deal with Scorpion without any vision, because he's one of those characters where not a lot, but almost every blind person I know struggles against him to some extent, not entirely of course, but what mostly confuses us is back 2 and his back 1 because they sound so similar, and just in general because it seems like a lot of people have trouble dealing with Scorpion. He's actually very punishable. But if you don't know the mix-ups are coming, then he can trip you up. So let's start with this forward 4-2-3 string. It's low. Oops, if I can. It's low overhead mid, and of course the mid's a knockdown. The safest way you're gonna do the string is with the mid at the end, which is again the 3. The whole string altogether is -8. But here's a nice little thing: the low overhead between those two hits, there's a, I think 6 or 7 frame gap, I don't remember. So like if you have a poke that's 7 frames or 6 frames, you can poke out of it. I'm not sure about a stand one if it's 7 frames, but yeah. So there's his 4-2. If I can, okay, if I can do it. 4-2-3, full thing. 4-2 or 4-4. Sorry, I keep saying the wrong buttons. I'm sorry. But yeah, so the safest version of it is the full string, but even then, that's -8. So there's still. They're right in your face too. Like, let's see if I can do this right. Never mind. I guess I did it wrong. Anyway, so like even if you block the low overhead, then the mid, they're right in your face. But what a lot of Scorpions can do, if you're not very quick on punishing with a 7 frame stand 1, you can just the Scorpion can just down one to save their ass. And one thing that it catches people too, if you do the do the forward 4-2-3, then down 1. Of course, this would be on block. Then you can sometimes catch people and get them back into jail with the stand 1-1, and you could do like a small stagger with that, because you do like stand 1, then stand 1-1, then 1-1-2. Like, it's not great, but it's something, I suppose. So that's his forward 4 string. In itself is not too scary because you can punish the whole thing, or you can, if you are crazy, you can go for the little interruption between the low and the overhead. So there's that string. Now the other notable one that you'll see a lot, especially with Searing Rage people, is forward 3-2, which is a mid overhead low. So here it is. So there's you go. So now that you just want to stand block, then crouch block immediately. The thing with that string is if you can hit it, if you're a Scorpion and you do hit it, you can actually hit it into unbreakable damage, and then there you go, nice little combo there. That's all unbreakable. It's not great damage, but well. So again, that's stand block and crouch block, and that is like -20 something on hit, so, or on block. So that is like so punishable. You could do practically anything you want and punish them. And I think on block it leaves you like right in front of them too. Well, let me see if I can. Is it this one? No, it's not. Let's see. There we go. So it's block everything. There we go. Okay, I can actually show this shit better now. So again, so this is forward 4-2-3. That's punishable. Forward 3-2 is punishable. But here's the mind game with forward 3-2. Any variation of Scorpion has a bit of a mind game to it, because you can do 4-3 in Searing Rage, do 4-3, stagger it, it's only -2 by itself, so it's not punishable, so you can block it. You can stagger it for some pressure into a throw. You can basically the just this. You want to pay attention if they go for the overhead. There's a gap there, so you can flawless block it, but the low will catch you most of the time if you try to flawless block it because it's so quick. But what you can do is if you see the Scorpion going for the 4-3 staggers, you can interrupt him. Usually, I honestly never do it because I don't want to risk the crushing blow, because the crushing blow I think it's like a 6 or 7 frame gap as well, just like the forward 4-2. Again, if I'm saying these numbers wrong, I do apologize. I don't remember the frame data all that much. I just remember this is +3, this is +2, this is +7. This is a good stagger. That's all I really remember, to be honest. So yeah, like I said, forward 3-2 is stand block, crouch block. Forward 4-2, forward 4-2-3. That's low, then stand, and you can just stand the whole way through if you want, or you can be a madman and try to interrupt. Forward 3-4, I think is mid. I honestly don't know. I know the first is a mid. I don't know about the second. But that's completely safe for Scorpion. It's -7 on block, so you can he can block right after. It's not even a problem. You can't even punish him. Now, here's where the part for the blind players comes into play, because you have his back 1 and his back 2. This for blind players is tricky because the sword swipe sounds so similar, and I don't blame you. But here's the trick. If you pay attention, you can hear there's a tone, or sorry, a pitch, tone, whatever cadence you want to put to it, difference between the back 1 and the back 2. Not to mention there's a speed difference too. So if you pay attention to the sound of the sword itself, you can tell if it's a mid or overhead. And there's actually enough time for you to recognize, okay, wait, that's a slower one, stand block. That's the faster one, crouch block. Because this back 1 leads into a mid, low, and then mid, low, low, and then mid, low, low, mid. And that mid, low, low, mid right there. So it's the slash, the kick, slash. That is a -11 unblocked, so you can easily punish that with a grab. I usually go for a grab because for some reason it's inconsistent when I try to do a stand 1. Maybe people just neutral duck and I don't know, I can't see it of course. So there's that. And then the back 2, again, that's -10 on block. One thing I noticed is that if you do it max range, some Scorpions you can get away with a down. Sometimes you can get away with a down 1 as a Scorpion, and take your turn back, which I don't know. That's just what I noticed. So those are his punishable things. Strings, his specials are punishable too. Spear punishable as all hell, especially up close. Teleport is sort of tricky to punish because, okay, the regular teleport is punishable, enhanced teleport is punishable, but here's the trick: you don't know if they're gonna go for the regular or the amplified. See that? So if you try and punish the regular, you're gonna get caught by the amplification, do a combo, whatever, or the Scorpion will do a combo. And so that leads to a mind game, and that gets exacerbated in exaggerated, I suppose, with the proper term, in Reborn. Because then you start canceling into like safe. You can cancel into safe, and you can do all this crazy shit with Reborn cancels and faraway teleports, and yeah, Searing Range is by far his least safe variation, but it cashes out with damage and combos and pseudo mix-ups. Not even pseudo, it's like, yeah, it mix you up a bit, you know, mid overhead or low overhead or mid low, like there's mix-ups there. Now for the safe stuff. The safe stuff in Scorpion is stand 1, -3, stand 1-1, -6, stand 1-1-2, -7, forward 3 is -2, and then forward 4, I don't even know. I think forward 4 by itself is punishable. Forward 4-2 is definitely punishable. I know that. But the trick is if a Scorpion starts staggering strings, you don't know when you can punish, because then it's like, oh well, shit. And I would advise trying to learn the fact that up close, at least with the audio, at least the forward 4 has a further sounding range than the forward 3. That sounds kind of weird to explain it that way, but that's the best way I can think to describe it or explain it to a blind person. Now the other safe thing is back 3, which is overhead, slow startup. You could probably get poked out of it if they're crazy, but you know, it's safe on block. I think it's -2. Let me think. Oh, stand 3 is actually plus on block, +3. Stand 2-1 is +2, and 2-1-2 is just +7. So you basically get a free forward. You get that for free on block, basically. So essentially, the things I want to take away if you're blind. Back 1 and back 2, it's basically a fuzzy. It's basically, you can block the first hit of both strings. So that's mid-low, and again, that's mid-overhead. So you can block the first hit, and if it's slow or fast, you basically say, okay, fast 1 block low, slow 1 block high. The forward 4-2, forward 4-2, you can recognize it to an extent because of the difference between the actual like hit connecting with a blocking person, or in some cases not blocking. Forward 3-2, that's punishable, like I said. Like, but again, that comes with mind games, because like, look at this. Like, this is an 11 frame mid. I think it's 11 frames. It's -2. Like, you're taking this pressure. You can get caught with the mid overhead, or the mid with the safe, or the stagger with the throw. So that's kind of just a little tricky for not for everyone to handle, but some people can. Some people can't. So yeah, this was just trying to help blind people understand how to deal with Scorpion and sighted people if anyone had trouble with him as well. I'm a Scorpion main, and I'm not afraid to admit it, and playing Scorpion is a lot of fun, but I noticed a lot of people just hate on him, and it's whatever, people hate on whoever, but I figured it was just because people didn't understand how to deal with him, and there you go. Like, it's low, like, he does have decent mix-ups. It's not like Terminator or Sub or Sonya, but he has enough to get some people. And some people actually forget there's mix-ups in his strings, so it's like, wait, what? There's a random low, random overhead, whatever. But yeah, so that's just how to deal with Scorpion without vision, or with vision, whichever. But for right now, I'm going to mute my microphone, and I'm going to just go through the different strings to help blind people get familiar with it. I'm going to do it on a cycle. I'm going to do forward 4-2-3, back 1-4-1, and then the forward 3-2. In that order, because those are his most punishable strings. Again, forward 4-2-3, back 1-4-1, forward 3-2. That's the order of the strings I'm going to do, just in case some blind people don't recognize the sounds of the strings. So here we go. I failed miserably because I failed. Honestly, I did. But hopefully you guys got the gist of what I was talking about. Again, these ones will be the safe strings that you want to listen for. This would be the forward 3-4, 1-1, then 1-1-2, and then the 2-1, the 2-1, then 2-1-2, all that shit, and then the back 1-4-3, which is the safe version of 1-4-1. I'm going to do that one. I'm going to do the punch, safe one, safe. There we go. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, sorry, one last thing I forgot to mention. Spear, like I said, is punishable, especially if we're close. It's like punishable as all hell. And then his death spin can be punished because it's like -20 on block. -20 on block, unamplified and amplified, it's just -20 just straight through. But some characters have trouble punishing it because how far it goes. Like Baraka has no normal that can punish. Even if forward 4 doesn't punish, I have max range. Max Scorpion range it is with this thing. So just, you want to learn your character's best way to punish. Best way to do it, probably the best forward advancing special you have, like Sub-Zero Slide, Nightwolf, Rhino Charge, Shao Kahn's, I think Shao Kahn has a shoulder charge. But typically the moves like that. For me, what I personally do, if I hear a Scorpion mirror start throwing this out, what I'll do is I will buffer a spear as a reversal, and I'll just get them in an unbreakable combo. It's not good damage, I know it's not, but I just want them to understand, like, hey, I'm just gonna keep punishing you with the unbreakable damage, so you better just stop throwing out death spins on block. Like, you're just getting yourself killed. Of course, the other way to do it is just dash up and grab, or if you're quick enough, you can just do stand 1 again, like do your full combo, full damage stuff. But yeah, remember, this is punishable. Your teleport is punishable, but you gotta read if your Scorpion opponent is gonna amp or not amp. And then the spear is punishable on block as well. So yeah, just want to help you guys understand that. I'm gonna launch. Oh, one thing some Scorpions will do is 4-3-4 and then death spin after being blocked. Even I do this, and it catches a lot of people because people don't expect you to push buttons after that string because it's safe, so they expect you to kind of block. But just watch out for that. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Again, this was trying to help blind people mostly, but if it helped sighted people, I appreciate. It'd be nice to understand if I helped anybody. And thanks for watching. And yeah, bye. Goodbye.